Hello, this is Captain Kenny Kramer of Texas Fishing Tips. This is your weekly fishing report. Want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas. We have Christmas coming up this week, so if y'all are all able to get out here and go fishing, kind of looking at the tides for the rest of the week, it's going to be a little higher than it's been. So we're going to be primarily coming up and hitting backs of islands, coming around all back in here, maybe coming up back on these back sides here. You pretty much could probably get anywheres in here. It's not going to be super low. Be a good time to drift these flats all in here for some trout. Trout are biting, popping cork and shrimp, or popping cork and maybe your favorite plastic on the bottom of it, DOA or whatever. Should be producing some good trout. This time of year, you're going to catch those big girls. So get out here if you got some time. All out California Hole, all out here in Estes. All this in here. Just you know, it's not going to be super high, but you still have to kind of watch where you're going. I still wouldn't put it out over here in South Bay Gut. You could get in here and fish this gut. This past week, I've been catching trout, black drum, a lot of short reds in here. Been using a 3-odd kill hook with a half-ounce weight Carolina rig, and also throwing some little white mullet 4-inch gulp in here. Been catching a few keepers out of here, trout wise, and lots of shorts. You just gotta weed through them. But they have been in here this past week. I don't know with this tide coming up if they're gonna bounce out in these flats, or you might be able to get on them in that gut as well. If you run on up here to McDermott Docks, up here by Port Aransas, the sheep's head are starting to come in. There's a lot of shorts. The males, 14 and a half inches. I've been using a 2 to 3-odd kill hook with dead shrimp, or you could use live shrimp as well. It'll work as well. But all up under these little docks in here. You come around the front side of Fina Docks. There has been some slot reds, some trout, sand trout, bull reds, all in here, using cut crab, cut mullet, live shrimp. There also is some little pile of rocks over here in this corner that I like to fish. Usually produces some slot reds and some trout. A few sheep's head back in here. It's not going to be too. Looking at the report, it's not going to be too rough out here. Just kind of know your boat. It's supposed to be, some days it's 2 foot, some days it's 4. It's got some good intervals in between waves. But get out here on the north jetty and then come around this outside and work down this towards the beach. Good slot reds, good sized trout in here. You can use live shrimp, lures, DOAs, free line shrimp up on those rocks. Cut mullet, a little bit of everything in here will produce. South jetty as well. Just kind of go out to the tip. Here I fish in that about 30 foot of water, 20 to 30 foot of water, and then kind of go out towards the ocean away from the shoreline. Fish that rocks that goes out under the water there. Just use your sonar and look around. You find a school, drop down on them. Cut crab also out here will produce some good sized bull reds. Another spot you could hit is come over here, Super Flats area, work the shoreline all the way down, all the way to Blind Pass. Just kind of get out there as far as you can, push up towards the shoreline, and a lot of slot reds, all up in there on cut mullet. If you like to wade, you can come down this mud island, get out here on this bar right here, and wade this whole shoreline down. Will produce you some good eating fish to take home. There has been a few black drum as well. So dead shrimp, 3-odd kill hook, or even if I'm fishing for reds on with cut mullet, I'll use a 6-odd circle hook, and sometime I get too lazy and don't want to flip over, I'll thread a shrimp on that circle hook and throw it out there. Works good for drum as well. You're headed back towards Ingleside, Portland area. Coming through here, you can get up in here and hit all these little islands down this ICW. I'd use cut mullet or live shrimp. Just keep bouncing island to island to island. If you don't get nothing, move 15, 20 minutes. Look for the bait. You'll find the fish. Just keep working around and use the wind in your back and toss out there. And like I say, 15, 20 minutes, you ain't getting nothing. You need to move. If you make it over here to the Ingleside, Portland area, you can come around this deal right here and hit these little islands right in here, these little gut kind of crosses in here. Work this shoreline down, all for trout. If you're a trout fisherman, there's some nice trout all down the shoreline here. As well on this other side, you can excuse me, you can find some slot reds, and if you get in a little deeper water along this edge here, you can get you some nice trout to take home. Well, until next week, Merry Christmas to everybody, and hope everybody gets what they want for Christmas.